Good.
Hey guys, it's Dr. Sloan from the farm. I'm here for another Farm Fresh Friday. Today we have a special guest joining us via Skype from Cookeville, Tennessee. So this is Thomas. So Thomas, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. I'm so happy to be here with you guys today.
Well, Thomas, tell us a little bit about what you do each and every day.
What I do every day. So what I do every day is I run a business called MealFit. And with MealFit, what we do is we've kind of got two facets of what we do. The first thing is we help people. Our target is busy people to plan meals. My goal is to prevent parents and people from going through a drive-through. So I want to help people with their planning of their meals. I want to help them, give them the easiest possible way. I want them to have no excuses about what to eat. So what we do is we plan 5 meals a week, one breakfast and one snack. And so we encourage people to make their own food. We give them a grocery list with exactly what they need for a family. We also give them recipes. 2 of those recipes are crock pot, and it's kind of based off the paleo thought process. I like to call it, paleo plus cheese, because we'll put some cheese in there. We're kind of the 90, yeah, the 95% plan is what some people call it. So that's the main thing we do, and then we also have an aspect of MealFit Ready where we actually prepare the food. And where that came from was everybody was like, the plan sounds great, but if you start making the food, I'll start eating. So we did, and people have. So it's been good.
Yeah, I just had a patient this morning I was talking to about MealFit, and she's like, yeah, but I just need someone to make it for me. As if you don't make it easy enough.
Exactly.
To write out the recipes, write out the shopping lists and whatnot. Well, the reason I wanted to talk with you today and kind of introduce you to my patient base and my friends here in Birmingham is I'm doing the Farm Fresh Friday every Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason behind that, I'm trying to find places in Birmingham that can provide healthy alternatives or healthy food options.
Right.
For the folks, like you said, keep them out of the drive-thru.
Right.
So I wanted to introduce MealFit to them. Because it has the option of the meal plan where they can go to the grocery store themselves and prepare that. But B, because now you're preparing food for Birmingham.
Yep.
Is that right?
It is. It is. We've about 2 months ago we launched what we call MealFit Ready, which is MealFit that the food is already ready. Original name there. So we launched that in Birmingham 2 months ago after we've been doing it here in Cookeville for since October. And so it hadn't been going a year yet, and then we launched one in Birmingham, and it's been going really, really good. I kind of got discouraged the first 4 or 5 weeks because it wasn't growing like I thought it should. But I look back at the numbers from our second month in Cookeville, and we far surpassed that. Now, obviously, Birmingham is a larger city, but we're in 4 different gyms as of right now. Next week, we're adding another gym. And so the gyms we're in are CrossFit Bravery, or it's Revolution Athletics. They meet at have a nice facility over in the McCalla area. And then we have CrossFit Trustful, and then OTM CrossFit in Vestavia, and then CrossFit Alabaster. And then this week we're adding CrossFit RPM, or Godspeed. They've changed their name recently to Godspeed, which is right off Valleydale in the Hoover area. Blake Prime and Lance Rhodes are buddies of mine that I played ball with in college, and so they're great people. And so we're adding a 5th drop-off location for MealFit Ready.
Well, terrific. Pretty accessible
Very.
For people all over.
Mm-hmm.
We're located out here in the Narrows in almost to Chelsea, but we have people coming from all over the Birmingham area and even outside. So I know that they could get to those locations as well.
Correct.
But another cool thing, if not doing just the meal pickups, is the kind of the weekly menus or the weekly shopping list.
Yeah.
And do you do those? Is it weekly or is it monthly?
Well, we do it weekly, Sloan, simply because I know that if you're gonna buy, and we buy mostly fresh food. I mean, there are some things that I'll like, get a bag of frozen this, but 99% of the time it's fresh food. It's hard to get a grocery list for the month when you're buying fresh produce, fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, and fresh meats. And so we do it every week. So we send the email out on Friday, and it comes in on Friday. You get it, and you go shopping from there. And it's just like anything, Sloan. It's just like the gym. It's just like anything that you're doing in your life. The people that have done it, it's worked for them. And it's so funny. It just goes to show that when you eat correctly, or eat the way we feel like God intends us to eat, you get results. I've got guys that have gained 15 pounds and went up in every movement of their weightlifting. And then I've got ladies and guys that have lost 20, 30, up to 70 pounds with what we're doing. There's nothing special about what we're doing, Sloan. There's nothing special about CrossFit or any kind of exercise regimen that you're doing, do something. Get a plan and go do it. The reason I think CrossFit has been so successful is because it's laid out there for you. We are the meal planning service of CrossFit, meaning that we do everything for you. We take out all the thought process. We even give you 2 crock pot meals so that all you have to do is put it on there and don't even have to really cook. Same thing with CrossFit. You go in, you have a coach. He tells you how to warm up. He tells you how to lift. He coaches you. He tells you exactly what to do. You go home. I mean, that's why it's been successful, because it's kind of turnkey. That's what we like to think of ourselves as, is just being kind of turnkey as far as this is what we do and this is how we do it. So
yeah, well, that's another thing I wanted to point on or touch on. This isn't strictly for the CrossFitter, right? This isn't just for that CrossFit athlete. You've got a whole realm of athletes that you cater to or that you meal plan for, and not even just the athlete. I mean, in our office, we consider everyone an athlete.
right.
If you heard the quote, if you have a body, you're an athlete.
No
That's
doubt.
exactly the way we view people. Think that you should move like an athlete, you should fuel yourself like one. But your meal plans and MealFit isn't just for the CrossFitter.
Here, to be honest with you, Sloan, there's more people that don't do CrossFit that do our meal plan than there are. And another thing about the MealFit Ready aspect is we have all of our drop-off locations are CrossFit gyms. Well, probably 30 or 40% of the people that pick up aren't members at those gyms. They're just in the community, and they know that that's where they pick up their food. They go in there, they pick up their food, and they go home. And there's been a lot of people that just don't even do CrossFit. It's like our meal plans that we do monthly. Probably half is CrossFit athletes, half is not. I mean, the people we try to cater to are the people like, and this sounds selfish, but it's a need. It's people like myself, a wife, 2 kids, a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, another one on the way. Busy life, all those different types. We want to cater to the busy person, the person that's been. I mean, just because you're doing CrossFit doesn't mean you're not busy. And just because you're not doing CrossFit doesn't mean you're not busy. Everybody's busy these days. That's one thing that's not going to slow down. People are not going to stop doing things, and so that's the thing we're trying to do. Is trying to cater to the busy person more so than the CrossFit athlete.
When I hear it every day, like, well, I just don't have time. I don't have time to prep. I don't have time to cook when I get home, or like the parent of the teenage athlete or whatever. Well, we just grab food because we're always on the run, because we're always going here or there from practice to practice. So having a plan, helping out with those busy people, I love it. Okay, well, how do people find out about MealFit?
Okay, our website is mealfit.co. That's MEALFIT.co. It's not .com. And so everything is on there. MealFit Ready is the aspect where we deliver it, and then the MealFit plan, we have a strict plan, which is strict paleo and then zoned out. And if you don't know what zone is, there's no way I'm going into that, but it's just a way of counting what you're eating as opposed to counting calories. That's more for the elite athlete, but then the original plan that we have is great. It's a lower carb thought process, just simply because the paleo lifestyle and that thought process is lower carb. I don't like to think of us as strict paleo because we're not, but we're clean eating, lower carb thought process, because we do believe in the glycemic index and keeping your blood sugar level and limiting your carbs, and so that's the thought process we adhere to.
I like that you focus on that. That's something I talk to patients on all the time about that. So, and one of the most common questions I get, what should I eat, what foods to eat, what foods to cut out. So you've covered all of that.
Right. Yep.
All right. So you're also all over social media, Facebook, Instagram.
Yep. We enjoy the social media stuff. It's fun, and it also that's where people hang out. People don't look at billboards. People don't look at magazines. I think billboards are probably one of the biggest waste of money. People aren't even looking at the road when they're driving. They're looking at their phone. And so that's kind of where we hang out a lot. We're at, like I said, Instagram, Twitter, 2 Twitters, personal Twitter, Thomas_MealFit, and then just regular MealFit. And then our Instagram is mealfit.co, and then Facebook is MealFit Thomas Cox, or just regular MealFit. So, and we're on Pinterest too. Pinterest is probably the next big thing that's coming out. I know it's been around a while, but they're going to start doing more things on Pinterest.
And so, we're trying on Pinterest.
It's a great platform. It really is. You can hear pretty soon here. You're going to be able to start
get distracted with the DIY stuff.
Oh my gosh, it's like crack. You're just going to stay on it all the time.
Well, thank you so much. And again, I'm so excited to bring MealFit in light of, to my patients and to my friends, even my friends, around the country.
Right.
Look it up, look online. It's definitely has options for you. Thank you so much for taking
Yeah.
time out of doing this. I know it took us a little bit to get together,
No,
so
we're
I'm
good.
excited that we finally did this. And until next week, if you haven't seen the previous Farm Fresh Fridays, you can look back on our YouTube channel and catch those. And until next week, when we have a new guest. So thanks so much, Thomas.
Thank you, Sloan. Have a good day.